Hi, I'm Samantha McDouglas from thebridgeteachers.com. Come look over my shoulder at a bidding problem.
On this hand, our partner opened one spade, showing 5 or more spades and an opening hand or better. Our right-hand opponent doubled. This should be shortness in spades, an opening hand or better, and support for the other 3 suits. Our hand bid 4 spades, level of the fit, showing 0 to 9 points, and 5 spades. Our left-hand opponent passed, our partner passed, and now East has bid 5 clubs. It is our turn to bid. What should we bid? We should double. The choice to double is more complicated than I don't think that contract's making, I'm going to double, and I think that contract's making, I'm not going to double. When we are competing at the 5 level, when an auction with the opponents has gotten out of hand and now we're making 5 level decisions, we have to think about, is our contract making? Is their contract making? And which of those two eventualities scores better? So even if we're confident that 5 clubs is going down, we might not want to double if 5 spades is making. It would depend on how many we thought we were setting 5 clubs. At this vulnerability, the opponents are losing more points when they go down, and our game is only worth around 400 points. So in this case, a sacrifice is actually a bad bid for them. Now, for us, it might be a good bid. If 5 clubs is making, even if 5 spades is going down, it might be the right thing to do. Because now, 5 clubs is a vulnerable game, so it's making around 600 points. We're non-vulnerable, so if we get doubled and we go down, we're not losing that many points. This is probably a good exchange for us. So this decision is a complex decision. It involves, do I think 5 spades is making? Do I think 5 clubs is making? And which one scores better? And there is another element here that is important. What is partner going to do? So we have to decide what we think the partnership should do, and then we have to communicate that to partner. So if you think that 5 spades is the right choice because you think that 5 clubs is making, and whether or not 5 spades is making, it's going to be a better score for you, then you should bid 5 spades. If you think that the partnership probably isn't making 5 spades, and 5 clubs is not making, you need to communicate that to partner by doubling. If you're not sure, maybe bidding 5 spades is the right thing to do, maybe doubling 5 clubs is the right thing to do, but you don't know for sure, then you should pass and let partner make the decision. But you can't abdicate all responsibility by passing, because passing is a decision. Passing is saying, I don't know, maybe 5 spades is the right thing to do, maybe double is the right thing to do, maybe pass is the right thing to do, I don't know. So on this hand, why would I tell you to double? The first and foremost reason is that I don't think 5 clubs is making. So when you look at the hand in terms of its defensive value, why do we think 5 clubs isn't making? We have the king, the jack, and a little club behind the club bidder. On this auction, it is very likely that West doesn't have much at all. So probably we are taking 2 club tricks in clubs. Partner opened. Partner probably has another trick somewhere. So now that we've assessed that 5 clubs is not making, do we think 5 spades is making? No. We have a pretty weak hand. And the only value that we're really bringing partner is the 5 spades. But with this 10-card spade fit, we aren't really bringing shape to the table. Our shape is so balanced, we could actually open no trump with this shape. So we're not getting any strength from our shape. We do have the 10 spades, but 10 spades doesn't do us any good if our hands are mirrored and we're following suit. Which brings us to the other thing. The hands probably aren't mirrored, but probably partner is short in clubs. And what this means is that the king and the jack of clubs don't have any offensive value. In other words, if we're playing spades, the king and the jack of clubs are probably not bringing any value to the table. On defense, the king and the jack of clubs is probably worth 2 tricks. And since we only need 3 tricks to set the contract and partner opened, that seems like a good bet. But if we're declaring the hand in spades, the king and the jack of clubs are probably worthless. Now remember, on this auction, partner promised nothing more than 12 points in opening hand. This is a distributional hand. Partner may have even less. So partner could be looking at 2 heart losers and 3 diamond losers. There's nothing on this hand that says that partner has all of those suits covered. In fact, the biggest hand at the table is East. They doubled and then they bid 5 clubs. East probably has the strongest hand. So when we think about this decision, we need to take all of those things into account. I don't think 5 spades is making. I don't think 5 clubs is making. And because of that, I have a clear direction. If 5 spades isn't making and 5 clubs is not making, then I know that as a partnership, we should double. It is vital for me to do that because this communicates to partner that I don't think 5 spades is a good bid, that double is a better choice for us. If you just pass, you've said your piece, you showed your 0 to 9 points, your 5 spades, you don't have anything else to say, you're not making a decision at the 5 level, let partner make a decision at the 5 level. If you pass, there is a chance that partner is going to bid 5 spades. I'd say it's probably a pretty good chance. And since you know that 5 spades isn't the right bid, you've put your partner in a very bad position. So let's double and then look at the hand. So the 2 things that we want to look at is 5 spades making and is 5 clubs making? Let's start with spades first. So when we look at the spades, how many losers do we count? What do we think we're going to lose? We aren't going to lose any spades, but we are going to lose 2 hearts and probably 3 diamonds. It's possible we might be able to get rid of one of the diamonds, but the odds of us making 5 spades are very, very minimal. Now, when we look at 5 clubs, do we think 5 clubs is making? No. Declare is going to lose 2 clubs, the king and the jack, and then a spade. They probably aren't going to lose anything else, but they also aren't going to make 5 because 2 clubs and the ace of spades is 3 tricks. On this hand, it is absolutely vital that you double to tell your partner to not bid 5 spades. And you know that because you are looking at the king and the jack of clubs. Your hand is actually, for all that you guys have a 10-card spade fit, a defensive-oriented hand. The king and the jack of clubs are very, very useful defending 5 clubs. They're pretty much completely useless in 5 spades. You have that information. It is critical that you communicate that to partner by doubling. So remember, it's not just 5 spades isn't making, 5 clubs isn't making, I know we should double. It's also communicating that to partner so that partner doesn't make the wrong bid. That is your responsibility. You need to do that. Thank you. If you liked that video and you want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe.